Hey there, geeks. Tim with MajorGeeks.com. Today we're going to take a look at a problem with Windows 10 changing your default web browser, typically to the new Chromium-based Microsoft Edge. And perhaps you already set it as default and it's not working. There's three different areas you can check. One's pretty simple, one's a little bit more of a pain, and the third one isn't too tough. So let's take a look so you can make sure that the problem is solved. We're going to do everything right from start. Grab that mouse, settings, and we're going to go to apps. Once we're at apps, we're going to go over here to default apps. This is where we're going to be hanging out for all three steps. Now, all you got to do is scroll down here and find your web browser right there and click on whatever web browser you want. For example, you don't have to click apply, OK, or any of that. Just pick it and you're done. Now all you have to do is close it. I'm going to go back to Google Chrome. That's it. Now, we're just going to scroll down while you're here and we're going to go to the next two. I believe we're doing file type and app. Let's do default apps. Right here. File type, default apps. Let's do, what do I got here? Default apps by file type is first. Takes a minute to load. If your computer's a little slower or older, it may take a little longer for you to load this page up. Once it does, here's the problem. We got to find the files that it's opening. You can scroll down and look for it, but you can see by the little scroll bar over here, there's a ton of them. What I recommend is you're mostly looking for HTML. So let's scroll down and see if we can get to that without taking an hour to get there. There she goes. HTML, maybe HTML. I would recommend these two. So once again, just like what you just saw, click on it and just change it. And when you're content, you can close it. So there's other files. Look for the little I in the video up here somewhere, and you can follow that, click it, and it'll take you to this page if you want to look at this list here. So depending on, let's say PDF, a lot of times, I bet you anything, my PDF is set to Edge by default. Scroll, 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 scroll. PDF. I must have changed it. At one point it was Microsoft Edge, which actually opens PDF files just fine, but if you want your other web browser, just pick it. That's it. Now, as mentioned, let's go back. We're back under default apps. Now we're going to do set default by apps. So once again, scroll down right here. Now, this isn't too tough to do. What you're kind of looking for is to find your web browser and click manage. So scroll down, find your web browser that you use, and you're going to click on manage. Now you just want to scroll and see where Microsoft Edge is possibly taking over and causing you the problem. Internet Explorer, of course, they're old files. Nobody really uses those anymore. Once again, you're mostly looking for the HTTP in this case, and especially the HTTPS, which is considered industry standard nowadays. The rest of it you can kind of scroll through, but for the most part, obviously the news and these things here, you probably don't have anything tied up to it, but you might. So once again, just make sure you got these two. Same thing, click on it, click on whatever you want, and you're done. The rest of this stuff, again, I wouldn't sweat. Maybe the WebP, but Google Chrome should have taken that over. PDF, once again, as we discussed earlier, same thing, a very common problem. People want to open PDF with a certain program. And that's about it. You should be done, and you shouldn't have to reboot or anything. Now, if all else fails, you're still looking at this and you're still having the problem and you don't know what to do, how about stop resetting my apps? Just click on the link right here or click on the picture. As you can see, it's 5-star. And let me show you what it looks like right here. So basically you can come in here and you just pick whatever you want for your defaults, and it should try to protect your computer from changing your settings. So that is a last ditch, because I do believe if you're having this problem, one of these three steps is where your settings are getting modified. And there you have it, piece of cake. So listen, we're coming up on 20,000 subscribers, and we really appreciate that. And if you look at the bottom right corner and click subscribe, maybe you can help us get over that 20. That'd be pretty awesome. Thanks for watching, as always. See ya.